Now, it was a dazzling showbiz CV covering radio, TV and stage. By the time Elisabeth Welch died at the age of 99, she had already made her mark by becoming the first black woman in the UK to have her own radio show. Well, she settled in London in 1933 and today she was honoured as a blue plaque was unveiled at her former home in Kensington. Lucrezia Millerini was there.
Harlem, can't you leave me alone? Why do you stay in my mind?
She sang about Harlem, but it was London that had a special place in her heart, the city she chose to live in for more than 60 years. And today, on what would have been her birthday, Elisabeth Welch was honoured with a blue plaque at her Kensington home.
Well, it's a very rare art form that she practiced, the supper club cabaret, and that's about being an actor as well as being a great singer.
I'll go and do my number and I'll come back and talk to you.
Born in New York in 1904, Elisabeth Welch moved to London in the early 1930s. By then, she was a muse for the likes of Ivor Novello and Cole Porter, who would write songs especially for her.
She was asked to audition for a West End show in 1973, 50 years after she had started her stage career. But the audition was for, of all people, Bob Fosse, the famous director, who had come here to direct a West End musical. And when she went up on stage, Bob Fosse said from down in the pits or wherever it was, "What song are you going to sing for us, Elisabeth?" And she said, "I'm going to sing the first song Cole Porter wrote for me."
This was the first flat Elisabeth lived in when she first came to London in 1933 until around about 1936. It's where she would have come home after some of her earliest performances in London and, of course, after her recording of that very famous song, Stormy Weather.
Stormy weather.
That went on to feature in Derek Jarman's version of The Tempest. But for many, Elisabeth represented more than just an amazing talent. She was a trailblazer for black women, the first to have her own radio show, and possibly the first black woman to appear on screen in the UK.
For her, it was about freedom, it was about permission. And she gives people like me and many of us permission to actually pursue our lives. She gives that to everybody. It's a great honor to be asked to unveil this great honor.
On a visit to New York in the 80s, a petition was started to keep her in America. But as the blue plaque represents, Elisabeth Welch was very much considered an honorary Londoner. Lucrezia Millerini, London Tonight.
Well, a recap now.